All right, all right. What's up, wrestling fans? Welcome to another G.W.R. Gonzo's Wrestling Room. We got a big show tonight. Joined by Tony Gonzalez as always. How you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
And of course, we have a special guest tonight. Owner of Thunder Blunder Pro Wrestling has a big show, the Amazing American Clash, coming up this Saturday, July 2nd. Uh, Walt BZ Walter Buckley. What's going on, man?
Nothing much, guys. Just getting ready to bring the thunder to everyone. And I know right away there's a blunder. I cracked my screen, haven't been able to get it fixed. All the fun going into the so. But I'm here with you guys to chat, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, and get everybody excited for this Saturday afternoon at the W.R. Outlaw Arena.
And we have the Fines in here with us. Marcus Fine says hello, everyone. Kelly Fine says hi, guys.
Hello, Kelly and Marcus.
Yeah, thanks for being on.
Dedicated in the area.
Oh yeah.
Bummed out they heard they already got plans, but definitely be thinking about them during the show. And once everything's up, I can't wait for them to see it online and such. So.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but we had Marcus on the show. What, about a week ago?
Almost 2 weeks now.
About 2 weeks ago. It was, and I thought that was a real good episode having Marcus on.
Yeah, but Marcus has a wealth of knowledge. You could do several podcasts with him, man. All the stories he has.
Oh yeah, we got some stuff in the works. And then Blake Money Right says Walt.
The TJP Slayer. He's kicking off the show. He's going to be taking on GCW superstar and XPW superstar Iron Demon Shane Mercer. That's going to be a barn burner. That really could have been a main event if it wasn't for Shane having a booking in Illinois later in the day. They would have been a main event of my evening show, but without Shane Mercer, under a blunder. Shane Mercer was the very first talent I ever booked when I did a sponsored match last year back in March. It was him and Jordan James, and ever since that day, Shane has always been there for me. He's been in my corner. He's been like one of my bigger guys I've used consistently. And I couldn't imagine even being in the wrestling business at this point, especially without him.
I'll tell you what, Shane's an athletic dude, and he's one of the best I've seen. I enjoy watching him. Actually going to watch him tonight on Game Changer here in a little while. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Blake Money Wright's one of the best around as well. In the ring and on the mic. In the ring and on the mic. Them two together could be a main event match on anybody's card.
At the very first Thunder of Blunder, he took on TJP, and that's how he got the moniker the TJP Slayer. Outlaw title at the time on the line. And that was start Thunder of Blunder off for sure. Couldn't have asked for my first show than that. And then, of course, on the second show in the first moment, and it ended in a double knockout. People still to this day I'm hearing are calling it one of the best matches of the entire year.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely up for my match of the year. I mean,
we were actually just talking about it the other day on our podcast.
About 6 months in, it's right up there. I mean, there's some other really good ones too, but that's got to be right up there. It may end up being my match of the year.
It means a lot hearing that from you guys, man. Sincerely, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention of Dalton Love and Jake Oman. This is going to be Dalton Love's first singles main event in the city of Indianapolis, and he's taken on, I guess, one of the kings of Indianapolis, if you will, and the internationally traveled end of the world, Jake Oman. And this ain't hype. This ain't hyperbole. This is without question the biggest match in the entire career of Dalton Love. And if people want to see something special, they're going to want to make sure they're there to see that main event. And the match that's also, I consider a main event in a way, it's the clash of Moneyweight Dylan Bostic and JKO. First time in almost 10 years those two have thrown down.
Oh,
Dylan's all his outside endeavors, and of course Joey Kid Owens is a legend, and I've never had a chance to have him in singles action at a Thunder or Blunder, He was in tag team action with Hillbilly Jet against the highlight reel at the first Thunder Blunder back on July 31st. So I'm super, super excited to have somebody who's helped guide me along the way and been there for me to wrestle for me on my third Thunder Blunder. And I know, honestly, it's going to go down as one of the more classic matches to happen in recent memory in the city of Indianapolis, 100%. And speaking of the highlight reel, can't forget about this. It's going to be the highlight reel and Dex Royal, the Golden Spotlight, DCCW heavyweight champion and AWR New Blood champion. They're going to be taking on Piper GK Fam and Prima Donna, the tag team GK Fam, and they're going to have a mystery partner. You're not going to know who it is until the match happens. And a match I'm ultra super uber excited about. It's a first time ever match as well. It's beautiful Bret Havoc taking on loud and proud Logan Myers. And they've both told me personally they're going to do everything they can to make sure that they have match of the night and blow all them other matches I have on the card away.
Yeah.
It's going to be something special.
One thing real quick. Let's go back to the Dalton Love and Jake Omen match for a minute. So I had a couple comments I want to make on it, and then we'll keep working our way up that card like that. But you're right. This is to me going to be the biggest match that Dalton Love's had, because Jake Omen's he's on another level. I mean, just to be honest, it's going to be real interesting to see how Dalton Love steps up against Jake Omen in this main event. I think it's a real interesting match.
Absolutely. Jake Omen's wrestled some of the biggest names around. Just a couple months ago, back in April, he squared off with Zack Ryder. Last year, he took on JTG. Of course, he's been in the ring with Shane Mercer several times. There's others I'm forgetting. He runs a training school. Jake knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. He's one of the most respected names in all of professional wrestling, and it's an absolute honor to have him in a main event for me for Thunder Blunder 3, the Amazing American Clash. Jake is definitely somebody everybody should really seek out and want on their card, because you always get something special when you have Jake Omen, 100%.
Dad, what's your thoughts on that match?
I would love to be there again. I'm on out of town, but I want to see how Dalton can stack up. I mean, in my mind, Omen's got to be a heavy favorite. I mean, I'm not putting down anybody, but I'd be very interested to see what Dalton can come up, what he can game plan, what he can do. Dalton's a really, really good talent, young talent, in the independent scene here in Indiana and Midwest. I know he's traveling around. I know he's been to Ohio and Michigan, different places. So he's putting in the work. I think it's a good gauge to see where he's at, and I think it'll be a great main event. And speaking of that, Walter, you've got 4 or 5 matches on that card that could be a main event easily.
Absolutely, man. It's pretty stacked. Absolutely. We're going to have Luke Savage also on the card. He's going to be taking on Dutch Boy.
Yeah, that's going to be a good match too. And honestly, to me,
they've squared off team action a little bit, so they're no strangers to each other. Yeah. In a situation in any promotion where they've stood one-on-one across the ring from each other, so they're going to be a little bit out of their speak as far as against each other there.
Yeah, but honestly, and I'm not. This isn't to put anybody down or anything, but to me, this is one of the bigger matches in Luke Savage's young career as well, because I've seen the leaps and bounds that Dutch Boy has made, and Dutch Boy has put himself right up there with some of the top performers on the independent scene in Indiana. And Luke Savage has improved. I mean, he's great as well. I'm just saying this is a little bit step up. It's going to be interesting to see how he steps up against a guy like Dutch Boy, because Dutch Boy, with that mean streak he's had lately, has been a totally different guy. What do you think, Dad?
And in the last 6 months,
I don't like is turned on his partner over the weekend. Yeah, turned on Dalton up in IPW. What the hell?
Yeah, if anything, I would have thought Dalton would be doing the turning the way Dalton is. To go back real quick, in the last 6 months, I don't think I've seen a wrestler improve more than Dutch Boy Platinum. He's on a whole new level, man. His mean streak, And I tell you, I think Platinum is unbelievable. So that'll be a great match too. Yeah, I'm excited to whenever some video comes out to be able to see all these matches. But because I'm sad I'm not going to be there, but I got prior obligations. Got to go see the grandkids.
Absolutely, man. Totally understand that. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Dutch Boy Platinum is the WPW Warrior champion there, and he's also a WCW Tag Team champion. So he currently holds 2 different championships. It's not a fluke to hold 2. You can say maybe it is to hold 1, but when you got 2 at the same time, you're undeniable in my book.
Oh yeah, like I said, he's worked his way up there as one of my favorites to watch in the state of Indiana right now. I mean, he's right up there toward the top of the list, and I'll tell you what, Indiana independent wrestling has a lot of young, good young talent right now. And then
Absolutely,
especially if promoters use them right, I think there's a lot of talent that could maybe even go to the next level in the state right now.
Definitely, man. It's a wealth of talent here, man. Indiana is one of the best places in the entire country to, be a wrestling promoter because there's so many good talents. If you go to other states, they aren't as lucky as us. That's not a knock. That's just a matter of the fact, in my personal observation on that basis.
Walter, I got a question. You're having one of my favorite wrestlers, women wrestlers. You're having Rachel Armstrong, which I'm excited about. But
I actually, unfortunate news there. Rachel is actually not going to be able to make the show. As far as wrestling goes, still might see her there, but not in a physical capacity. I actually have out-of-state mystery opponent that I'm going to be bringing in to take on Casey Clay. That spelling fucked me up. She put that in her promo video. It's not Cassie, it's Casey, but with the name spelled Kasie. You would think it was Cassie until you hear it. It's one of those weird spelling things. Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you about.
The opponent, though, she's from Ohio. She's the Ascend Pro Wrestling Angels champion. And I have somebody very reputable coming in to take her on. It's somebody who's a champion. It's somebody who's been in several organizations. And it's somebody you haven't seen here in Indianapolis in quite some time. Can't say any more than that, but make sure you keep an eye on it for sure.
Cool.
That's another thing I hate missing because I'd like to see some of the new women talent in Indiana and that's another thing. There's some good women's talent in Indiana because Rachel Armstrong's up there. Alice Crowley. I think Alice Crowley should be in AEW or WWE right now. And when I say that, I really believe that.
I just want to take a minute and talk about what a lot of people are wondering about. I just want to say, I feel terrible for the way things played out back in March when I was at an event and I was cheering for Alice and I said, "Kick his ass, Alice," referring to Miles, and people got mad at me. There's still some people mad at me. I've tried to do, and I'm still trying to do everything I can to mend that situation. Times change very, very fast now. I'm 32 years old, right? And all the whole non-binary situation, it's been very new to me over the last several months. I've done my research. I've really done what I can to really understand that more. And, Miles is a tremendous competitor and I wish the best for him. And hopefully one day, maybe we can do something together. If not, breaks my heart, but it's a goal of mine to mend fences there. And, I can't make anyone forgive me. I can't make anyone like me, but my heart is there to do the right thing. And I just want to say, I want to do my best to come back on that basis for sure. I just wanted to take a moment to talk about that.
Hey man, that's cool. Hey, that's all you can do, man. Just do your best. That's all anybody can do.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's all anybody can do. There ain't a whole lot else to do other than just keep doing that, and hey, things will work out.
It means a lot, man. It means a lot that you guys still believe and still want to have me on your show, and you guys didn't turn your back on me. I mean, I lost my HWA coverage over the situation. That really broke my heart. I know they're doing a lot of big things with sponsoring matches, and there's talk of them starting their own promotion and all that. A couple other things have happened. But I truly believe if you want to better yourself and you want to make right of things, where there's a will, there's a way. And that's about all else I can say on that. But
That's all you can do, man. I commend you for making the effort, man. That's all you can do, man. I know it's got to be frustrating. You're trying to build something, and you get roadblocks put up, and sometimes you don't even understand why the roadblocks are up. But that's all you can do. Just keep doing your best, and that's it.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, and you
means
got
a
to
lot.
think about it this way. Look, that stuff happened, but look where you are now. You got a big show coming up this weekend that match card wise can rival any show gets put on this year. So hey, just keep doing what
That
you're
means,
doing.
man, I can't afford to do this on a weekly or a monthly basis, but a few times a year, I really try to go all out and do something special for the city of Indianapolis. And it's on my heart. It's what I've always wanted to do. It took me till I was in my early 30s to get involved. I've been a wrestling fan my entire life. I started off as a YouTuber talking about professional wrestling, reviewing the pay-per-views, and I'd review the beer and the food, and started off with a couple sponsored matches, and then it morphed into me doing my own shows. And I can't imagine a life where I'm not involved in pro wrestling in some kind of way going forward. And I hope to, in the next few months, to start doing more ring announcing. You guys can see me Saturday making my return to the mic, also to ring announce. I'm ready to bring it for you guys once again. I haven't been in a ring with a microphone in my hand since the month of March, and I'm damn ready to bring that thunder once again, guys. I'm almost in tears talking about it.
If any promoters are watching this, if you need a ring announcer, Walter is right up there as one of the best I've seen in the state of Indiana.
I agree with that 100%.
So if you're looking for a ring announcer, hey, Walter Buckley's a good one to get.
That's thunder hearing that from you guys, man. Absolutely. When I was still doing the thing, one of the people I interviewed was Earl Joseph, and he's actually got a show in Terre Haute. If you guys can't make it to Indianapolis, or you're too far from Indianapolis, they got New Wave going on in Terre Haute in the evening on July 2nd. So you guys will definitely want to get that information if you can't make it to my show. 100% New Wave is one of the best promotions out there.
Yeah, I've heard good things about New Wave. We haven't made it to Terre Haute yet, but I've heard good things about them. One question, Walter, and this is a little off the subject of this weekend, but how did you become a wrestling fan?
Oh, I got to thank my grandma, man. It goes all the way back to the mid-'90s when I would have Channel 4 on, and WCW Worldwide would come on. And then right after that hour of WCW Worldwide, the WF Superstars would come on. And then, of course, later in the day on TBS, you'd have WCW Saturday Night, and then Sunday WCW Main Event. And those were the shows I started watching in the early mid-'90s. And then, of course, once I got into kindergarten, Nitro started, and the whole Monday Night Wars thing. And of course, when I got into my teen years, like later in high school, like mid-2000, I started going back and watching a lot of the 80s stuff and getting myself caught up on that basis. So I have a love for wrestling, my entire life, and I love the past. I love to honor the past. Little fun fact, the name The Amazing American Class is actually a play off of the Great American Bash, and that was just my way of doing something fun without being infringy or whatever. So yeah, little fun fact there.
No, that was a good time growing up during wrestling in the mid to late '90s, in the early 2000s. That was just a great era.
Yeah, you had Stone Cold Steve Austin, you had Triple H, you had The Undertaker, you had Sting, you had Lex Luger, you had Goldberg. And then, of course, later in the 90s, Chris Jericho leveled up and became the icon that he did going into the 2000s. And when you look at him now, Chris Jericho is one of the best entrepreneurs out there, from his band Fozzy to his several books he's written, to his podcast, to his cruise, to all the wicked damn T-shirt designs he's had over the last 30 years.
I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to go on that cruise. I'm not going. I'm working on it.
Hey, Chris.
I know, man. Everyone knows my name's Walt Beasy. I didn't get that name because B's the first letter of my last name. I don't think we could do the 420 activities on a cruise, man. I don't know. Maybe it's international water, so I mean it's possible, but I don't have that kind of thunder on the cruise.
Yeah, I'd love to go watch Jericho. What was you going to say, Dad?
Just a little bit off the topic, but I just remembered it, and I want to tell you, Fozzie's going to be in Hobart, Indiana, coming up pretty soon.
Oh, okay. I might have to try to go check that out. I'd love to go see Fozzie.
I don't remember the date, but I'm sure you can find it.
You have to see the date because I'd like to go watch Fozzie. I missed them last time they were in Indianapolis, so I want to go check them out.
Yeah, from the video I've seen, Chris Jericho puts on a hell of a show, man, and he's super friendly with interacting with his fans. He has one of the best meet and greet experiences out there. I can't say enough good things about Chris Jericho. He's definitely one of the people that have held my interest in wrestling.
I love his podcast. Sure. I love his podcast as well. I listen to his podcast. His podcast is great.
Well, it's super thunder, 100%, man.
So, how did you get into the ring announcing? Did you start at WCWO or how did that come about?
And that sponsored match I did with Iron Demon Shane Mercer against Always Better Jordan James, that was my plan to just be a ring announcer for the matches that I make. I never thought it'd be more than that. And then I just kept making matches, and a few people pulled me aside and like, hey, Walt, you should make your own shows. You've got the network to do it. Why don't you pull it off? And one thing led to another. And so I'm here talking to you guys right now. It was never my intention to be a promoter. 10 years ago, I wanted to have about 11 years ago now, I wanted to have a wrestling promotion, and I wanted to have it be super big, go to arenas and all that. And I was missing a few elements on how to do that. And then I just got stuck with regular work for the next 7 to 8 years. Didn't really think it'd be possible. And then COVID happened, and it's just made everyone on earth pretty much really evaluate their position here and what they really want to do with themselves. And I was among those people who wanted to try to make an honest effort to get into the situation I've always been involved. What's up, Bruce? Can't wait to see you Saturday, man. Can't wait to see all the hell you're going to race.
What
you had fun at that O'Neill concert, man.
Go ahead, Dad.
What's the hardest thing for you as a promoter? What's the most difficult thing for you to go through trying to put on a show?
This is a shoot. It's telling people no. Okay. I really have an admiration and love for a lot of people in the business, even those that I can't use, and to tell them no hurts. It's one of the hardest things ever for me, and that's why sometimes my cards look, because I say yes to so many people. That's something I'm working on. I've been pulled to the side about that, and that's something I'm definitely going to try to start doing better on. Because at the end of the day, it's a business, and I got to treat it as such. A little bit more going forward as far as that goes.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite match that you've booked or sponsored?
Most definitely. I can give you a few we can talk about right away. Back in December, one of my favorite matches I did was being able to bring Ace Austin back for a sponsored match against Dylan Bostic and Brett Havoc. That's right up there with one of the best matches I've ever made. And then Dale Patricks and Blake Wright at WPW, that ranks pretty high as well. But as far as exclusive Thunder or Blunder matches I've done, I mean, there's no match, in my personal opinion, that's been able to surpass the Shane Mercer and Dale Patricks match from Thunder or Blunder. That was just a next level situation. I've seen it's got over 700 views on your guys' channel now. It's gotten over almost 200.
Yep, it was a real good match. But going back to that Ace Austin match you was talking about, that triple threat match there is also up there as one of the matches of the year because Austin and Bostic and
Brett Havoc.
They put on a show. And all three of them are real solid guys, and That was a real good match because we were actually at that event. So there at WTF, that was an awesome show, and that was an awesome match. Ace Austin is just unbelievable.
I'll tell you who else is unbelievable, who's unfortunately not going to be there due to OVW commitments, and that's Jared Kripke. I had also a little less known fact. I helped bring him into Wrestling Theology Fellowship back in December and got his debut there, and they've been using him ever since. So that's another thing that I'm pretty proud of. It's not as well known as some of the other things that I've done. Jared, honestly, I think is one of the better talents out there, and I see a lot of great things for him, and I can't wait to see what he does in the future. I know him and Victoria are about to have a kid here in a few months. I know he's going to make a straight thunder of a father there. Jared's been having a lot of big matches. He wrestled Matt Taven back in April. He wrestled Calvin Tankman. He's been featured on the weekly Thursday OVW shows on Fight TV. He's featured on weekend shows that they're doing down in Kentucky. And that's why he ain't going to be there this Saturday. Definitely tried, but wasn't possible, unfortunately.
He's been touring doing that tour with the OVW, which is pretty cool. I've seen some of the shows, and there's been some big crowds, so that has to be an awesome experience. We actually got to talk to him.
Mike Kingstad.
We actually got to talk to him last Sunday at the Warrior Pro, and we're big Kripke fans here at G.W.R. He's been on the show a couple times. Going to have him back on here before too long, especially after he gets done doing this OVW tour, so he can get on here and talk about it a little bit. Which match on the card on Saturday are you most forward to seeing?
I don't know if he's still there, Chris.
Oh, he froze up.
Maybe.
Yeah, he froze up. But no, why he's getting it? We get the technical difficulty fixed. Tell you what, he has some good matches on this card. It's going to be a great card. If I didn't already have plans, there he is. He's back.
Yeah, people look for something to do Saturday, man. Yeah. Check out this show.
What was your
there? You were in the thing froze, so I guess we got to circle back. We were talking about Jared, and then the screen froze. So I guess let's just pick it up from there.
Okay, yeah, we got to talk to Jared Sunday at the Warrior Pro. He's one of our favorites. He's been on the show a couple times. He's a great guy, great talent, and I'm going to try to have him back on after he finishes this OVW tour so he can talk about it some. But which match on this the card this Saturday are you most excited to see?
It's a toss-up. I mean, it's got to be the opener in the main event. Shane Mercer and Blake Wright. They're going to tear it up. They had one other match back in May at the Upstart Pro Garage in Greenfield, and they absolutely tore it up there. And this is going to be only their second meeting ever. And for a lot of people, this is going to be their first time ever seeing Shane Mercer and Blake Wright. And I truly believe it's going to go down as another match of the year candidate. I'm not expecting anything less. And then, of course, we have the career-altering match of Dalton Love and Jake Oman. I can't ask for a better main eventer than Jake, and I can't ask for a better person to help get to the next level than Dalton Love. I believe in him and Lily strongly, and that's why I put them there. And I definitely plan on doing big things with Lily and Dalton in the very near future and future Thunder or Blunder events. They're going to consistently be facing bigger and better opponents with each progressing show. And I have no problem saying it. Dalton Love is one of the best out here, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is as far as that goes. So make sure you're there Saturday.
That's good to hear. That's what wrestlers need is an opportunity. That's all they can ask for, and you give them an opportunity to step up. I think that's awesome.
And then I also know that Saturday you're also going to have some food trucks and some car show and stuff going on as well, right?
Some permit issues. We're not going to be able to do food trucks, but we do still plan to do some kind of a car meetup before the show. That's still pretty much going on, So if anybody wants to bring out their rides a couple hours before the event and show them off, that's not going to be a problem. But
Cool.
can't do the food trucks, unfortunately, though. That I'm really bummed out to say that. But yeah, I tried. I fucking tried, and that's not gonna be able to happen.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be working? Hi, Amanda said, hey guys. I was messing with her. Told her it's supposed to be working. I know. You have a. I know you say you don't do them every month. Sometimes other. When do you know when your next show is going to be after this one? Do you have plans for TOB4 yet?
I do. Looking at October, I'm wanting to do it outside at either an apple orchard or a pumpkin patch. I've got a couple of those locations I'm going to be talking to over the next 10 to 14 days. And I got to see what everything looks like money-wise, offer-wise, availability-wise, and what have you as far as all the logistics part of that go. But that is definitely my goal, to have Thunder or Blunder 4 be in a different location than the first 3. And plus, it's October. I want to do something different. I love Halloween. I love that time of the year. And Thunder or Blunder 4 is going to be the biggest Thunder or Blunder yet. That much I can promise you. I've already talked to some pretty big names that are going to be available for the show that I haven't had a chance to bring in yet, that have never been to Indiana before. And, well, actually, one of them has, but it's only been one time, long ass time ago. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about number 4. Already in the works, already contacting people.
Were the first 2 at the Dove?
The first one was at the Emerson Theater.
Okay.
Second one was WO, and this one will be at WCWO's Outlaw Arena as well. Speaking of the Emerson, though, after Thunder or Blunder 3, you can catch the legendary band Trapped at the Emerson. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8 there. And you can get your tickets at skilletix.com. Josh Stone, owner of the Emerson, one of the best people you'll ever meet or run into. And I couldn't think of a better place to have the unofficial, official after party of Thunder or Blunder 3, the Amazing American Clash, than at the place of the first Thunder or Blunder. And plus,
what time does... Go ahead, Dad.
I was going to ask the same thing you was about to.
What time? What time is bell time on Saturday? And how much are the tickets? Where can you get tickets at?
Tickets all going to be at the door. $10 general admission, $15 front row. The doors open at 2 p.m. Bell time is a sharp 3 p.m. this Saturday, July 2nd, in Indianapolis at the WCWO Outlaw Arena, 1151 Kentucky Avenue. One of the most legendary venues in all of the Midwest is hosting its second Thunder or Blunder.
Yeah, I had a question, Walter, about the tag team that you're bringing in with the mystery partner. I haven't really heard of them. Can you tell me a little bit about them?
I most absolutely can. Piper GK Fam is actually a rap artist, and Prima Donna is a pretty decently known wrestler in the Ohio region. And roughly two and a half years ago, they formed the tag team. They've been tearing it up quite a bit of places. One of the more notable places they got a name for themselves was IWA Mid-South. And actually how I got the connection with GK Fam is when I was able to ring announce my one and only time for IWA Mid-South back in August of last year. And during intermission, me and Piper were talking, and we hit it off. And I actually tried to bring them to the second Thunder or Blunder, but they were booked that day. But I knew damn sure as soon as I got number 3 going, they were going to be the first people I hit up, and they were. And that was actually the first match that I was able to get locked in, was them against the highlight reel. But now it's a 6-man. But still, it's going to be Thunder.
The highlight reel, yeah, that's going to be good, because the highlight reel is one of the best tag teams I've seen in the state and in the I'll say Midwest. I expect big things from the highlight reel.
They're easily in the top 5 tag teams in the United States. And I've seen a bunch of tag teams from other states, and they are definitely in the top 5 in the country. It's not even close. I'd put GK Fame in the top 5 too. I don't book bullshit. I only bring Thunder. And these are the best tag teams out there. So You guys are going to get a treat. And with it being a 6-man, with them bringing in Dex Royal, one of their best friends, to face a mystery partner, I mean, you can't ask for nothing better than that. I mean, it's going to be, honestly, I'm going to go as far as to say it's going to be the greatest 6-man tag team match in the history of Indianapolis.
Dex Royal is also a guy that's I think is going to be at the next level here before too long. He's an outstanding young talent.
Oh, Dex Royal is one of the greatest out there, man. He's a future WWE champion. That's no bullshit. He's definitely going to be WWE champion at some point. I firmly believe that in my heart of hearts. You know, I'll never forget back in the fall, him and Bret Havoc had a match that was honestly one of the best matches I ever seen in an independent wrestling ring. And then at the end of the year, last year, Dex Royal got the chance to take on he got the chance to take on Myron Reed at that same show that Ace Austin, Bret Havoc, and Dylan Bostic wrestled. They were actually the opener of the show. Dex Royal and Myron Reed were.
Yep.
And then, of course, we took over there for that with Mike King at DCCW at the that was the Bearcat Rumble, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that was another star-making situation, Dex Royal, and he's another guy I can't imagine never having on a Thunder or Blunder as long as he's available and not signed with the WWE. You know, I'm always going to book Dex Royal if he's available. Always.
What do you have? Anything else that you want to talk about Saturday, or any other thing you want to talk about before we get off the air?
From you guys, your opinion on who you think's going to win against Dylan Bostic and JKO. Two of the most legendary wrestlers in Indianapolis. Obviously, I can't talk about who I think is going to win, but I know you guys can, so I want to hear you guys talk about it. Do that for your boy Walbeezy, baby.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because when you brought up that match, we really didn't stop and talk about that match. But my first thoughts was, man, that's going to be a hell of a match. I'm gonna go with JKO, even though he took over our podcast, took over our announce table, and said that we were the worst damn podcast he's ever been on. But he's so good in the ring, and he'll do anything to win. So I think JKO is going to get the edge, but Bostic is a great talent, and he's pretty hot right now, doing his boxing and all his other acting and stuff. So
he's got to move,
and you can't overlook Bostic in a wrestling ring. You can't overlook Bostic in a wrestling ring because he has a lot of ability. He's right up there with the best. So I think it's going to be a great match. But I'm going to give JKO the edge because of experience, basically.
But you, Tony?
Boston's got a lot of experience too, but not as much as JKO. Yeah, and plus, I mean, I know it's not a WCWO show, but he's in his home base. JKO is, so I'm gonna go with JKO.
Fair enough.
Bruce,
can't root against
the
favorite. I feel
Bruce McGar says
time Dylan gets.
Bruce McGar says JKO. Marcus Fine says no comment.
Ouch.
Dad, you have anything else?
No, I think I'm good. I've learned quite a bit. I was really interested in that other tag team. So he says they're as good as he says it is. I believe him. So I'm sad that I'm gonna miss the match, but I'll get it checked out somehow.
Someone mentioned Piper before their match. It's going to be after the second match. Piper's going to do a 15-minute rap concert.
Okay.
So you're getting his music before he steps in the ring. That's going to be my musical act for the evening as one of my own wrestlers. So that's something a little different.
Yeah. But before we get off the air, I do have a little bit of a surprise. I didn't tell Walter about this, but before we end the show, to end the show, I pulled up a match that I wanted to play, and it's Del Patrick's versus Shane Mercer at Thunder or Blunder 2. I thought it'd be a great match. I thought it'd be a great match for people to get to watch to get ready for this weekend. Plus, here at 7:30 this evening, Mercer and Patrick's are going to be wrestling tonight. So I thought it'd be a great match to play for everybody as we end the show.
Hey, Chris, you know who else? I just when he mentioned his name earlier, Calvin Tankman's going to be on that Game Changer Wrestling tonight also.
And Cole Radrick.
Hey, don't mean to cut you guys off, but you mentioned Calvin Tankman. That other booking Shane has on Saturday, he's actually going to be facing Calvin Tankman. And a little fun fact, the first time that Shane Mercer and Blake Wright wrestled each other last year back in Greenfield, the very next match that Blake had was against Calvin Tankman. So I think that's kind of ironic that over a year later, both times they wrestled, the other wrestled Calvin Tankman in the very next match. So that's some pretty twisted history, I think.
Yeah.
Freelance
Walter?
Underground to be wrestling.
Well, Walter, do you have anything else to add about Saturday before we go off the air to the match of Del Patricks versus Shane Mercer at Thunder Blunder 2?
If you guys are joining late, just want to run down the card one more time. This Saturday at the WCWO Outlaw Arena, 1151 Kentucky Avenue. It's only $10 to get in, $15 for front row. Doors open at 2 p.m. Bell time is 3 p.m. We're going to be kicking off the show with Iron Demon Shane Mercer taking on the TJP Slayer, the #1 overall pick in professional wrestling, Blake Money Wright. You will also see Luke Savage taking on Dutch Boy Platinum. You're going to see the epic clash of beautiful Brett Havoc and loud and proud Logan Myers. Moneyweight Dylan Bostic versus JKO Joey Kid Owens. 6-man tag team action. The Golden Spotlight DCCW heavyweight champion, AWR New Blood champion Dex Royal, and Damon the highlight reel, taking on Piper GK Fam and Prima Donna, the tag team GK Fam, along with a mystery partner. You will also see the Indianapolis return in nearly 7 months of Gaston LaRue. And I've got 2 out-of-state mystery guests who are going to be competing on the show as well. And also can't forget about the main event of the internationally traveled, the end of the world, Jake Oman, taking on Dalton Love with the absolutely gorgeous and stunning Lily. And you already know that's going to be straight thunder.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a great card. It sucks that we're not going to be able to be there Saturday, but like I said, hopefully everything works out where we can be at TOB4. I appreciate you joining us and for a little bit. And Dad, you got anything?
No, hey, Walter, wish you luck. Have a great show, man, and hope you do real well.
I appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot in that rundown, you're also going to see from Ascend Pro Wrestling, the Angels champion, Casey Clay, in action. Now, just like Rachel, she takes on guys and girls. So she could be wrestling a guy. She could be wrestling a girl. Going to have to come to the show this Saturday to find out who her opponent's going to be.
All right. Well, on that note, hope everybody enjoys this match. It's from Thunder Blunder 2 back in February. It was a great match between Del Patricks and Shane Mercer. Like we said, we're going to be doing a watch along here in just a little while for Game Changer Wrestling. It has a lot of Indiana guys on it. Cole Radrick, Del Patrick, Shane Mercer, Hoodfoot.
Hey, Chris, if people want to see that, what'd you say Fight TV was to get it?
It's $11.99.
$11.99 to get it. So you can get it on Fight TV for $11.99.
Yep. So we'll be doing a live reaction show to that at 7:30. Come join us. We appreciate everybody's support. Please go to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button at Gonzo Sports Room. We're up over 300 subscribers. Let's see if we can get it up to 400 by the end of the month as we're going into a new month here. We appreciate all the support.
Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Yes. Everyone needs to be hooked, guys.
Yep. Thanks a lot, man. Hey, Chris, you sending me a new link, or are we using this link?
I'll send you a new link.
Okay.
All right. Well, hope everybody enjoys this match. Walter, thanks for coming on. You're more just anytime you want to come on, hit me up. You're more than welcome to come on, even if you just want to come on our podcast and talk about WWE, AEW, and stuff. Just give me a call. You're more than welcome to come on anytime.
I definitely will, man. It was great chatting with you guys. Thanks for helping me get some hype for the show. I'm honored to be on here for a second time with you guys. Hope to do some some commentary with you guys here in the near future at one of these other wrestling promotions events. And I love you guys to death. Breaks my heart you guys can't be there, but we already know why you guys can't. And I will talk to you guys soon. And I can't wait to make some more Thunder with you guys in the future. I love you guys and can't wait to see you guys very soon again.
All right, man. Well, everybody enjoy this match, and we will see you guys next time. Have a great night.
Yes, sir.
That he is not afraid of him, that he's in his world.
Did he just have one of them markers you put in your driveway? So you go,
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Looked like he was marking a curb for snow.
hey, them a hurt. It's like they getting hit with the switch.
G.W.R. heavyweight champion. He is the Lord of the Yard. Dale.
He's already pulled his shirt down. He's ready to go. He ain't messing around tonight.
I'll be honest with you, with these two going at it, the referee might as well just get out the hell out of the ring.
Yeah.
Count to 3 from the outside.
Yeah, you might be right.
Be a lot safer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mercer with some big shoulders to the gut in the corner.
Thing with Mercer, man, he'll overpower you. I guarantee it.
Oh, big right hand.
You think it's cold out? Get chopped when it's cold out. See how cold it really is.
Hey, Stevie said he'd like to see how one felt tonight.
Hell no.
And he said he wanted JKO to do it.
No. Definitely not JK.
Oh, coming right out.
Oh, dang.
Oh, he's going to fly. He's about ready to fly, I would say.
I don't know what's going on here. This might be bad either way. Shane Mercer just pulled the door out, and he just went through the door.
Through a door.
Dale Patrick's just dove outside the ring, and Shane was one step ahead and pulled a door out, and he fell right through it.
And not only did he go through the door, he hit the guardrail when he went through the door.
That's a game changer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. What did he hit him with?
I don't know, but it was loud. If it wasn't a chair, it sounded like one. I was choking him on the guardrail. Right in front of
Marcus Fine.
Marcus Fine, right in front of, he's raking his eyes.
You know he's getting some good pictures.
Shane Mercer's playing dirty right now. Even though it's a no disqualification, falls count anywhere, hardcore death match, apocalypse style.
Couldn't hardly see that because of the other doors in the way.
What I thought happened was Dale Patrick just said cheese to Shane Mercer and hit him with a picture.
Now he's picking up something else.
Is that keyboard?
This is going to be crazy.
Sorry, folks, if we stop talking right now, they are out of sight.
Oh, big right hand.
We're here at WCW Arena. A lot of people standing right now. Things are going crazy.
Please move out of the way. Briefly, please.
Right into the WCW wall.
Would they ask me to move away? Oh,
Right across the back. Right across the back with that steel chair. That does not feel good. The hell does he have in his hand? That piece of piping?
Yeah.
He's getting ready to lay some air ducts on Dale Patrick's ass. Oh, right to the throat. Right to the throat.
And that should have sliced you open quick.
Yeah, Bill.
Flu pipe. Throwing what's left of the door into the ring. There's not a whole lot of that door left. But... Oh, Mercer with a big knee.
Mercer definitely taking it to him.
Dale's not a small guy.
No.
Oh, Dale's blocking Shane here. Looks like Shane was going for a power bomb on the outside of the ring. He got a chain.
Oh, he got a chain. Oh.
Del Patrick's with a steel chain. Now he's choking him. He's choking him with it. He's wrapping it around his neck.
Hey, that gets you fired at some places.
Yeah.
Not only did he have it wrapped around his neck, he had it wrapped around his face. Too.
That sucks. Goes back to the air duct.
Brutal actions by Mercer right now, man.
Hey, Patrick's fighting back. Oh! That's a cake pan, I
Yeah,
think.
you ain't making no cakes on that no more.
He's seeing stars, man.
Gosh darn, I think I can see the
Oh,
addition.
do it!
Oh!
Shit!
He's gonna break that door open.
Beat
Look
him
at it.
that door.
That door's in pieces.
Insulation's flying out of the door when he swings. What's he doing now? Getting something else.
Telling you what, guys, I don't know if it's going to be hypothermia or somebody getting knocked out, but somebody's going down tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
With the cover. Oh, one
Dale
count.
only got a 1 on Shane.
Just a 1 count after
Hey,
all that.
I'm just
Beat him to
saying.
death with a door.
That just shows the tenacity of Shane Mercer there. When you beat another man with a door and you get a 1 count, that's a 1 second count, and you beat that man with a door.
Look at
What
both-
the hell else are you going to do to him?
Look at both these guys' backs right now. Man, both their backs are beat red.
Look at that chop.
Oh.
Oh.
A skid.
That's good. Oh, shit.
There's a pellet.
He's going to load something up here.
Uh-oh. He's going to try to go coast to coast.
I think he is going to go coast to coast. No way.
He's wasting a lot of time here. Wasting a lot of time.
It's going to be hard to do with that
Gonna
pipe.
make it? Yeah.
Mercer flips off the whole crowd. Coast to coast.
Oh! Got it.
Barely. But
That beam makes
that
it a little
beam made
harder.
it tougher. Yeah.
I thought Dex was going to hit that beam earlier, man.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
too.
He done that one reverse body splash. I
Yeah.
thought for sure he was going to hit it. I'd be jumping on the other side. Oh,
Oh, he's got the safety marker out and right in his mouth.
Oh.
that's just
Oh, he's bending it around Dale Patrickson's head.
Oh, that's fiberglass.
And it's shot straight into Dale Patrick's mouth.
Oh, man. That's not
Oh,
bad.
no, he's sticking it out.
Whoa.
He's trying to stick it down his throat.
Oh,
Good God, he's going to kill him.
He's trying to kill the man.
Mercer showing no mercy.
He was checking him for COVID. Yeah. Do a quick COVID check, a COVID swipe.
Why would not something else?
Another chair.
Chair.
Oh, he's putting 2 chairs on there.
He definitely didn't have the problem that Hardcore Charles did putting the chairs in.
No, definitely did not.
So he told the referee, help
You
me.
do it.
Oh,
Ooh, some hands by Del
Patrick.
Patrick.
Very skilled hand.
Oh, some
Gave
shades
him
of
the
dusty.
dusty.
Road,
Gave him
Jim.
the dusty, baby. 1, 2.
Oh,
Now
got
the,
2 count that
the
tall.
dusty gave him a 2.
If you're just tuning in, this has been a wild match. This match is a no holds barred match. Falls count anywhere match.
It looks like Dale's chewing on the damn fiber.
Oh, steel chairs in the corner, and the door goes
shit.
flying toward the crowd. That's why there's guardrails, folks. Oh,
2 count.
2 count. This is the last match of the tournament, or the first round of the tournament to see who's the Thunder Blunder champion. Jordan James is already advanced. Brett Havoc is advanced. Aaron Atlas is advanced. Hey, the Final Four is going to be good.
Yeah.
No matter which one of these 2 advance. Here we got as you can see, almost a capacity crowd here at the Outlaw Arena. It's been a great night of action.
Nice.
Big power slam. Only a
Oh,
2 count.
2.5 on that one, guys. That was close.
Yeah.
Hey, there's still plenty of action left to go on tonight. So you still have time to get here and get a ticket and get to watch.
Yeah, you will watch an
a great
entire show.
Yeah, you still got another whole show to go.
Yeah, you haven't missed any.
Uh-oh.
It's a double header tonight.
He said it's over.
You gonna pedigree him?
I kind of looked like it, but then he decided to punch him some more.
If he lands this,
He
it's
can't
over.
get it clasped.
Oh, he can't get it.
Yeah, Shane's too damn strong.
Oh.
Oh, he's gonna choke slam him. He just guzzled him right now.
No way.
Oh no! He went for the gorilla press.
He blocked it.
Oh, right into the chairs.
Dude,
Dale Patrick sends him right into the
dude,
chairs.
Mercer into the corner of the chairs.
Big suplex.
Nice suplex.
Goes for the cover again. 1, 2. Nope.
You're not going to beat Mercer with the cover like that.
No.
He tried to reach back and hook the leg, but
He's looking for the crowd to come into.
Try and lift that tree trunk up.
oh yeah, yeah. Could be interesting because Jordan James might have an advantage with these two beating the hell out of each other.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Oh man!
we have a sword fight going on.
I don't feel good.
And Mercer won it.
Oh,
Damn, right to the side of the head.
He said, "Give me the door."
Oh no.
another door into play
And
here.
of course, the assistance from Kayla Cassidy there.
Oh, he sets the door up in the corner. Oh, is he going to choke slam him through the door? Or no, he's going for the press.
I think he's going for the press through the door. Uh-oh. If he hits this, folks, it might be over here.
Oh, shit.
It might be over here. He's all the way up.
Gorilla press into the door.
Right into the corner.
I would think this is over.
That's
1, 2. Oh!
how do you kick out of
Kick
that?
at it too.
Well, once again, guys, the experience of Del Patrick's in these types of matches,
Yep,
Wow.
he can withstand more than the normal person here.
definitely. He's been through many wars.
Yeah, he's built up a little bit of tolerance for
Yeah,
some of the stuff.
he's got a hell of a pain tolerance, cause man,
And the strength of,
Yeah, that was impressive.
man.
That was very impressive.
Because like I said before, Del Patrick ain't a little dude. And he just picked him up, wrestling and threw him through that table,
Picked him up like.
through the door.
Oh, right to the gut.
Oh man!
To the gut and the chest there. He just lit Del up.
I might have a broken rib or two on that
He
one.
could have, definitely.
Going over getting another chair. What's he?
What's he got going on here? Gonna put a table in there, huh?
Now, I don't know how Shane's staying warm right now.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Set the door up across the chairs. What's he doing here?
Old Wayne Silver helping everybody set up doors.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
He's stacking them.
This ain't good.
This is going to be crazy.
You see that chair they just threw in there?
Oh wow!
Hell, they just got a fan's chair.
Oh, this ain't good.
Told somebody to get up.
You land on that chair, you're gonna be hurting.
I don't know about you guys, but that door's had better days.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's flip it, guys.
Let's flip it.
There we go. Well,
Yeah,
that didn't
still
help.
same outcome.
That didn't help much.
Put a chair in the middle to support it.
You want to kill him?
Shane said the hell with it. What he's getting ready to do to Dell ain't gonna matter.
Uh-oh,
Hit
going
the-
top rope.
That door's gonna.
Yeah, it is.
There ain't no way he's gonna do what I think he's gonna.
I think he's
I
going to do
think
the
he's
flip.
going for that moonsault
No.
slam.
Fucking
He's gonna do
way.
that moonsault slam. to the-
No
slam
way.
from the top rope.
Do not do this, bro.
No, Dell cut him off here.
Yeah,
Dell's fighting.
Dell's fighting.
Dell's
Yes.
fighting. He's trying to push him off. He's trying to push him. What the hell? I think
Oh,
he's choking
Dell's going for a
He's
choke
going to
slam.
choke slam off the top. Del Patrick's
With the
choke
cover.
slam. Shane Mercer 1, 2.
Oh! Only a 2 count.
2, 3 quarters.
Shane Mercer Mercer just kicked out of being choke slammed off the top rope into two doors.
Let's see if he hits it.
Oh, that's
That was a nasty
right
pile
there.
driver. Nasty. Oh! Foot on the rope. Foot on the rope.
That shouldn't have stopped it.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have stopped it.
You're right.
Yeah, with no holds barred.
Right, falls count anyway.
Well, here we go. This has been a war. What's he going to have to do to finish him off? He hits that and he gets out of it.
He's getting the TV.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Don't break that. We need it for the Super Bowl.
Oh! Well, low blow with the kendo stick.
Oh, no.
Oh, nice.
That may be it.
1, 2. Oh!
Wow.
And now another kick out by Del Patrick. This has been a hell of a match.
Another 2 3/4 count.
Mercer and Patrick's are putting on a show here at Thunder and Blunder too.
Guys, this is just the first round qualifier.
Yeah.
Yes. And Mercer's starting to get a little frustrated.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like, what do I got to do to beat this dude?
Well, I think you tell Cassidy to leave.
I think he told her to go get something.
I'm cool with that. Some kind of boy leave. I'll watch that all day.
Oh, shit.
What she got? What is that?
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's his ball and chain.
Oh,
Ball and chain.
oh shit. He's
Old ball
choking the
and
shit
chain.
out of him with it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to hit him with it, not choke him with it.
He probably will too.
Yeah.
I think
Probably get to that here in a
I
second.
don't know if he's going to choke him
I
out.
think he's gonna choke him out.
Yeah.
He's fading.
Oh
Oh,
no, no,
oh, oh. Patrick's working his way to his feet. Oh, he hits.
Uh-oh, got the TV. Oh, this ain't gonna be good.
My gosh, damn, I think that's a plasma TV, boys. That's the heaviest one you can get.
Yeah, that thing is heavy.
They don't even make that shit anymore.
Oh, what's he going to do here?
Now, it's probably an antique. They probably could sold that.
Oh,
Oh shit.
He's going to ball and chain the TV on top of him.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah, that's on top of Dale's head.
yes.
Holy shit, man.
That TV's destroyed.
That TV.
Man, I could have used that.
With the cover. 1, 2, 3.
There it is.
Got it this time. What a match, man. Look at that. The fans aren't happy.